What's going on, everybody out there in the Lego community? In today's video, we're going to be talking about this set right here, which is Jango Fett's helmet. If you're not familiar with the information on this set, it is set number 75408. It is an 18 plus set with 616 pieces, coming in at $69.99. With all that information out of the way, we can dive directly into the review of this set. We're going to go ahead and start from the bottom and then just go up. So we're going to start with the stand. Now, the stand is congruent with the rest of the stands of the Star Wars helmet collection, which is fantastic if you are displaying all of these helmets together. Case in point, right there in the background, it makes sense that every single one of the stands all are the same so that it can get that cohesion in between those different sets, even though they've been made throughout the years and the build processes are different. Those stands stay the same, which is fantastic. Now, looking at the printed plaque that gives you the information of what character's helmet this is, again, same exact thing. It is a printed piece. It's not going to be a sticker, which is good because it matches the rest of the printed plaques for the other helmets as well. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at the build process, the helmet itself, the way that it looks. And also, we're going to talk about the gray-black striped elephant in the room. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to build process. Now, the last helmet that I built was the AT-AT driver, and I'm guessing because they had to pull off a ton of those angles, they decided to go with a lot of Technic when it came to building the core. And I thought going forward that maybe that same build process would be used for the other helmets, but no, actually Jango Fett goes back to the original way that they were building the helmets, and that is creating the solid core, and then you would build all the surrounding outside pieces and then slap them on to that core, which is totally fine. The build process is super easy. It's not difficult at all. Anybody can really build this set. Now, let's look at the angles. The angles, man, they're clearly designated there. It has a nice bright pop of color based on that like lighter gray, and then that blue and black really just stand out. So it looks fantastic. Now, putting the other three helmets together when it comes to Boba Fett and then the Mandalorian, you can clearly see that there's going to be some part differences, right? There's some different build theories in there as well. And of course, over the years, parts have progressed. But I like that they tried to keep the helmets to be conforming within the three. Obviously, there's going to be differences, and then, each character's helmet was a little different because of the years and all that stuff where they came out in the canon. But again, they still kind of keep that ethos, and I'm happy that they do because again, lining all three of them up together, I think they look fantastic. But yes, it's very cool that they were able to do that. Now, without further ado, let's talk about the elephant in the room. And that is going to be the choice of not including printed pieces when it comes to the detail that is around the top of Jango Fett's head. Now, I know that a lot of people have talked about this, and I haven't seen this specific thing talked about. This is not going to be the price should have printed pieces or why is there stickers or none of that information. I'm coming at this from a different angle because this clearly stood out to me, and I thought discussing this would bring a little more light to why these pieces should have been printed. Okay, so first off, let's take a look at the helmet itself. You can clearly see that there are very defined angles and very defined textures with this set. Looking here at the front, you have very straight lines, very defined lines, especially when you're going down to like the jaw line of the helmet, the front, the face shielding, where the eyes are going to be at. And just overall, when it comes to Lego, it's a block, right? So there's a lot of straight edges. Now, when it comes to the stickers in this set, if you don't line them up perfectly, or at least close to perfect if you can, it completely throws the set off. Now, it is forward facing. There is no way for you to get around the stickers in this set. Like, it is right there in front of your face. You're going to see these stickers no matter whether you like it or not. And unfortunately, this 100% should have been printed. When it comes to other sets, whether they should include printed pieces or not printed pieces, the cost and price, performance, and all that good stuff, sure, we can have a conversation about that. But when it comes to this set specifically, because these stickers are forward facing and there's no way getting away from them, they should have been printed. Now, here's some of the reasoning behind it. When you look at this set, again, you're looking at a lot of straight and defined lines. When you have a sticker that is slightly off, and even just slightly, I don't know if this happens for you, maybe I'm just a weird human being, but that will scream out loud when you see it. If it is slightly off, it jumps out at you because it's surrounded by so many straight and congruent lines. I wish they would have made these pieces printed. Now, this is what I did to get around kind of this. They do have you put these stickers on these pieces as you are building the set, but I knew that this was going to potentially throw things on. So this is what I did. I got all of these pieces and I built them all together. I just said, you know what? I'm going to go through the steps and I'm going to go ahead and build each individual section, and then I will then apply the stickers so that I can line them up correctly on that specific piece where they're supposed to be going. And then I have something to reference of how I'm going to line up the rest. And that's exactly what I did. I built all the surrounding pieces, slapped on those stickers. Again, the same exact way that I do stickers. I did some warm water with some dish soap and used a pair of tweezers and just made those slight adjustments to go ahead and line them up. Now, did I get them perfect? I don't think I did. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just being very difficult on myself, but I'm not perfect. So I don't expect to be able to line up stickers perfectly, but I got them to the point where I was happy with them. And that's pretty much all that matters, to be honest with you. As long as you like it, it is what it is, right? But these pieces should have been printed. They should have been printed because again, they're forward facing. They're surrounded by so many straight lines. And if they're off or crooked, it's going to scream at you like a picture on the wall that's just slightly off, that's also surrounded by a bunch of pictures that are perfectly aligned. It just jumps right out at you. So there is my argument as to why these pieces should have been printed and not stickered. And I wanted to come at this from a different angle that I thought people were not really covering. And so hopefully it makes a ton of sense. I was able to vocally get all the things running around in my head out, and hopefully it made a ton of sense. So if you found this review informative, do me a favor and go down there and hit this video with a like. If you want to see more content like this going forward, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell. It just drops you a nice little notification letting you know that we drop some new content. Now, in the comment section below, let me know what you guys think about my thought process as to the printed pieces, or just overall the set itself. What did you think about it? Let me know in that comment section below. While you're out there looking for Lego, trying to find that perfect set for you, be safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.